Peace.
That's such a elongated voice to say peace. Like 3 extra syllables.
Peace. Look, I knew somebody. Why y'all not asleep? Pina colada. Oh, you know what? Because they are probably not on the East Coast. It's a possibility, so that's why.
Maybe they just know.
Oh no, maybe they love us and always like to tune in. Can y'all hear us? Because we're at the beach.
We're at the beach.
Let us know if you can hear us, because
We're at the beach.
the ocean is right behind us. Do, 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 do.
I'll show you a Hawaii sunset.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Hey, Luminary manifested. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. It's 11:57 where you are.
Chicago.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, I'm glad y'all can hear us. Because we wanted to get closer to the water so you could see it, but... Oh, it's 1 a.m. there? Okay. Yeah, y'all may want to stay up a little longer because we got a surprise. So right now we're just, hanging out at
I was
the
like,
beach.
what's the surprise?
Really, really.
I don't know about it.
But me and Rambo, we are in the town of Kona, and if any of y'all been watching us since being in Hawaii, this was one of the first cities that we were in when we first landed, and this was also the place where Rambo and I found ourselves with no place to go. We were homeless at one point, and it's interesting because now that we're just driving around and we come back over here, we was like, man, you remember when we was walking down the street with all that stuff, did not know what was going to happen, didn't know where we were going to go, and that was like back in February, and we're like, look at us now. Now we come back over here with a car, hanging out. No, we're not expecting another baby.
Like, all right, that's cool, but are you expecting?
No, I'm not expecting another baby. My belly just got big because I can't wait. Like, no, I'm not.
Oh, that's because you said it was a surprise.
No, every time they ask me now, I'm thinking because they talking about the weight I gain. No, that's not. Why would I make y'all wait up for that?
You can't say surprise with these people.
No, like, why would I make y'all wait up? If I was going to be pregnant and I was going to announce it, I would not announce when everybody's asleep.
Everybody thought that.
Like, think about it, people. Yeah. Our surprises are not going to always be babies, okay? everybody keep thinking that we're going to have, every time I say that, it's a baby. No. Beautiful Blessing said, or y'all found a new house. Well, we did find a new place, but we already talked about that. But we're just back at the place now in the park. This park that we're at, this beach that we're at, this is the place where we, slept in the tent outside. And we just didn't know what we were going to do. Rambo,
We didn't actually
that day.
sleep that night, by the way.
Well, Rambo didn't sleep. Me and the baby slept a little bit. But that day, because we didn't know what we were going to do, and it was so unplanned, Rambo and I got a tent at Walmart, and we was just like, if we have to, then we're going to sleep in the tent. That's what we're going to have to do. Let's not act like we haven't been doing that for the past 2 years. So we got a tent, and so we ended up having to sleep outside on the beach. We had nowhere else to go. Everything was booked, or we couldn't afford it. So now it's nice to come back here in a car and at our own leisure. It was like, man, you remember we was walking up the street? You remember we was doing this? You remember we was like over here? And it's just interesting. And that was back in February. I'm thankful, Pina Colada. Yeah, because we really didn't know what we were going to do. We had no idea. And I'm thankful for all of you that, supported us and stayed by to see what happened. And now you see where we are now, and everything just always works out. But you just got to be consistent. And I know Rambo and I, we just didn't give up because we know everything was going to be okay, and everything ended up turning out to be okay, and everything worked out for us. And yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends. Oh, you want to say something about it before I go into that? Oh, Yeah.
You said it all.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you had any thoughts or anything about remembering just how it was for you. You know, 'cause we all have our own experience in a situation. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely challenging. It was it just put us in a position to like where we gotta ask for help, but it comes, it sometimes feels like you're begging and shit because
Yeah.
oh, I get it. People don't want to be bothered. They got like their own life going on. Like, they got their shit together. So it's like you get your shit together. Like, don't come ruin this.
Yeah.
But in that moment, that's all we could really do. Because you can't just out of nowhere create shelter and car and all that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And meeting the right people and landing the right situation. But at that time, it was like shit. I felt like we were trying to grab onto something,
Yeah.
because we were like drowning in the middle of the ocean, in Hawaii, trying to grab a hold to something that would, allow us to survive, and that's what it felt like, like we would see people on the street that we knew or at the store that we knew, and we'd kind of just tell them our situation. They'd kind of be like, all right, well, good luck, hope it works out and shit. And like knowing we had no place to sleep that night, but I get it, I get it. But it's just I hated being in that position, because it's a really
It was a humbling situation, right?
Yeah, but it just makes you not want to be in that again and do what you got to do to not be in that position again, huh?
Yeah.
As in,
Yeah, absolutely. And I was talking to one of my friends. Okay. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and she said, I hadn't talked to her since I had left Atlanta about 2 years ago. And she was like, I've been following your journey since you left. And she was like, ever since I known you, she said, everything always works out for you. And I was like, really? I was like, why do you say that? She was like, from the time she said, I met you, from the time you got your job, you moved to Atlanta. She was like, and then just everything that was happening with you when you was in Atlanta. And she said, then when you decided you wanted to go to Costa Rica and you wanted to live in another country. And she was like, all different types of things could have happened to you. She was like, but the experience worked out for you. And she was like, and then now that, you left, and she was like, y'all were saying y'all were going to Hawaii. She said, me and my friends was like, they is not going to go to Hawaii. How are they going to get the money? How are we going to make the way to go to Hawaii? And she was like, and then you ended up in Hawaii. And she said, and then when you was in Hawaii, you didn't have no place to stay. She said, now look at you got a place to stay, and you got a car. She was like, things just work out for you. And at that time when she said that, I was like, yeah. I said, she's right. But then I realized that was the universe speaking through her to remind me about my journey, that don't give up, because things are always going to work out for you. And I thought about that. I was like, why is it that things always work out for me? Like, no matter what I choose to do, things just work out. I have no clue, no answer. I don't got the secret. It's just always worked out for me. And so then when I thought about it, I was like, what's the main thing I always think about? And the frequency I'm always putting out, and that is the frequency of compassion. I always had compassion for everyone around me. I had compassion for myself, because at the end of the day, we all are just trying to figure this thing called life out. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't get it right, but we gotta have compassion for ourselves and for others. Because I sometimes feel like we're so hard on ourselves because we're trying to figure life out and try to do the right thing and don't do the wrong thing and don't make mistakes. But in life, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have failures. But and the people in your life, they're going to have mistakes. They're going to have failures because they're just learning like you are and they're experiencing just like you are. But we need to have compassion for one another because we're all going through this human experience. And so I feel like the universe has compassion for me because I have compassion for everybody around me. We don't always know. And sometimes we need a break. Sometimes people just need a break and just know that there's people out there that understand them and that you don't always have to be perfect. And it's okay that you're striving for perfection, because we all are trying to be perfect in our own way, but sometimes we fall short. But I've always had compassion for people in my life, and compassion for myself, because sometimes I think I'm doing the right thing and I'm not doing the right thing. Sometimes I hurt people's feelings and sometimes people hurt my feelings. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold it against anyone. I got to keep going and keep loving. And as long as I continue to focus that way, everything always works out for me. I ain't worrying about what someone did and did not do for me. I'm only worrying about where I'm going. And I invite everybody to do the same as well, because, and it's a challenge, because compassion and having empathy for people is a gift. Not everyone has it. Not everybody has the ability to just have straight compassion, because we're always judging everything. We're judging ourselves. We're judging the people around us. So it's really hard to really put yourself in another person's shoes, because we're too busy judging. Like, oh, I wouldn't do that. But you never know what you would do in a certain situation. And so that's where compassion comes in, because people are born into an experience. People are born into a family that they don't have any control over. You know, people are born into a situation that they didn't have any control over. And so we can't expect people to treat us in a way that they never had the experience of being treated. And so that's why I give compassion to anybody that's ever hurt me, or I give myself compassion for anybody that I hurt, because I only know what I know, you know? And so I just always think about that. So every time I find myself in a situation, it just worked out, because I'm just in complete understanding. Okay, I can only do what I can do. I can only do things to my own ability, and sometimes my ability falls short, but it's okay. I'm learning. You know, even with Rambo, when we were in a situation, he didn't have a clue what we were going to do. But I could have easily been like, Rambo, you need to do this, you need to do that, or I'm leaving you. But I just show a lot of patience and compassion, because Rambo was trying to figure it out. Rambo was trying to do the best that he could in that situation that we both were in. And so I just really had to understand and just be patient, you know, with my husband, that, you know, everything is going to work out and he'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together, and you see what happened, you know? Yeah, I know that was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely, you know, the pinnacle of the challenge. In stage one, coming to Hawaii, is like that moment, you know. Mm-hmm. It was multiple moments. I can't even say it was just one moment.
Yeah.
It was like an ongoing thing, because one moment it would seem like it got better, and then next moment it would be like another challenge, and then again, you know, it's like it was hurdle after hurdle, but in totality, the whole thing was a big challenge, you know.
Yeah.
And it definitely pushed me and pushed my boundaries, my comfort zone, and my ability to do what it takes, you know, to figure it out and find a way, you know. And just reminiscing, you know, it wasn't that long ago, you know, but, you know, we've moved forward since then from that experience, and, you know, we still growing, we still learning.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like we got at least our head above the water, you know. At that moment, it felt like our head was under the water. Like, I don't even know if we was gonna make it, you know. Like,
yeah, we didn't know what he was gonna do.
It just, you know, it felt hopeless, you know. It really did feel hopeless, you know. But we came out of that, you know, and for that, you know, I just gotta be thankful, because, like, you always think it's gonna last. It feels like it's gonna last forever, right? When you're in that moment, it feels like that's it. It's gonna last forever, but it never does, you know.
It never do.
And you just got to remember that, because you'll come out of it, you know. You got to be positive and remain positive and stay focused, and know that you have it within you to come out of that situation, you know.
Yeah, and nothing lasts forever.
And believe in yourself, you know. And yeah, man.
Yeah. You want to, well, I don't know, I said to $2, you want to show them the ocean?
Yeah, we can walk.
Yeah, we going to show y'all the ocean. It's starting to get dark, but yeah, y'all stay tuned, cause I'll probably come back on here about 8:30 our time, but most of y'all will probably be asleep. But if you're not asleep,
man, they ain't gonna be asleep.
I know, y'all stay tuned, cause I got a surprise for y'all. But we want to show y'all the ocean, cause today we just came over here to just enjoy the ocean. We took pictures, just hanging out. We was like, how we gonna be in Hawaii and not go
To
to
the
the beach?
beach.
Like me, Rambo and I'll be busy working and just tending to life. We forget we need to have fun. We need to enjoy freaking Hawaii. You never know, when this is gonna end. You just never know. Don't take your life for granted wherever you are.
Shit, I gotta take it off this.
Oh, because it's in the way.
There we go.
Yeah. So we wanted to share the sunset with you. You want to take them over there so they can be closer to the water?
You go all the way around?
Well, I didn't know about your walking.
Oh, you barefoot?
No, I'm not barefoot.
Someone said if somebody flying in.
Well, we have to wait and see.
Oh my God, look at how beautiful this is.
Yes.
I wish I were here, man. I wish I could just teleport you guys
Yes.
and bring you here. Oh my goodness.
It is so beautiful.
Man, everybody deserve to see this. There's somebody surfing over there. Oh, over here is 713. Nah, but you gotta be here, man. It's one thing to see it on the screen. It's another thing to see it in person. It's a vibe, man. It's a real beautiful, peaceful vibe. It's an island vibe.
Yeah. Somebody's surfing.
Yeah, there's a couple people surfing. Someone says it's a surprise your handsome brother, Serenity.
You gotta stay tuned to see who it is. Huh?
You're giving too much away, all
I
right?
know. There's the surfers.
That's awesome. You just surf all over here.
Wow, you can go show the surfers?
Oh, yeah. That little kid is brave, man.
That's a little kid surfing.
He just came all the way over here like nothing.
I know.
He must have grown up in these waters.
Yeah. You gotta stay tuned to see what's happening.
Why are you trying to keep these people up, huh? Let them.
Okay, fine.
Let-
My mom is coming, y'all.
I mean, you have to give it away, but
Well, I mean, they already guessed it. So, yeah, my mom is on her way here. So we had to come on this side of town to pick her up. Now we're just waiting. So I was gonna go live so that if anybody was up, if you wanted to see me and my mom reunite, it has been about 2 years since I saw my mom. So yeah, and then she's gonna be able to meet the baby. I'm so excited. So yeah, so if y'all want to see that in real time, stay tuned. Yeah, I can't keep secrets. What they saying?
they say, yay,
Yeah.
yay, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you don't want to see it live, we'll save it and you'll be able to see it when you wake up. What you doing, little buddy? You trying to get out mama's arms? And he's afraid of the water. Like, we keep putting his feet in the water and he's just not having it. He does not like it.
Cause he's just a little baby.
He does that little baby. What are you looking? You looking at the camera?
Oh, now you want to look at the camera, huh?
I know. You know people are watching you?
He's like,
He's mesmerized.
hey, Jane. Hey. All right.
Okay, well, it's starting to get dark now.
All right. One last pass of the beautiful Hawaii sunset.
All right, we'll see you later.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.